my party, she used to be the Secretary General or something for DP, Honorable Betty Tet. Once upon a time, Betty and me, we were in the same political party, and that was Democratic Party of Kenya. That was the party which I chose. So anyway, let's come to the subject for today. It's about winning these elections, following the passion or the vision for which you have for the places where you want to represent. You must be driven by something. You must have a goal what you're focusing on. For me, mine was to represent the people with their voice. Then along the way comes what I believe must inform us today. How many hands are we holding? How many people are we pointing to the right direction? For me, the party then was KANU. So when I went to the KANU office, I will forever be grateful to Senator Zipporah Kiton. Because she listened to me and said, yes, I know where you're heading to, but this is not the place. She pointed to me to another direction. She sent me to go and see Ambassador Tabitha Singh. She told me, you might get a seat in DP. Here is no space. So let us be realistic. As much as we want to support women to vie, let us not just jump into the water because I'm supposed to jump into the water. Let us be strategic and see where the opportunity lies. And for us to see that opportunity, then we have to go the direction that the chair, NGC, has said, that these political parties also have to be sincere with us. But are they sincere when they say they will support women? And what is the function of their political parties to this political parties, register of political parties, and the funding for political parties on their agenda of women? Are they sincere? Or they're just going to flower us like this and like that? So for me to get into politics, somebody pointed a direction for me. And what happened after that, I didn't look at resources. Ladies, I know many times we keep on saying, sina resources, sina resources. Don't look at the resources. Providence will follow you. Once I met Tabitha and she took me to DP, then I went to the field. Went to the field and training by Amway on how to look at every polling station and how many likely votes am I supposed to, I'm likely to get in that polling station. I think I just eventually felt maybe less than 1,000 of those votes when I followed their training. So I hope that the organizers who are here, the civil society organizations, the people you are funding as UN Women, are they taking stock? Are they really actually following after these women to see how are they faring on? Are they being trained? Do these women report back and say, the challenges I have over here is, how do I bring my agenda to convince people to vote for me? Because sometimes you just have to be trained on how you can win those votes. I was trained by Amway and ECWD, so that when I reach point A, I don't say what I said in the other place. I have to look at the environment, scan and see what the environment I'm in. Then what should I do? I know I've trained another lady, I think she became a women rep sometime, professor. I told her, she comes from Western. So I told her, then most of the people in Western, they like wearing this, you know, this yellow, white and red and something. Then, yes, that church. The African church. Yes. Then why don't you camouflage yourself in that African church and you go, if that is the biggest congregation, then you have to dress that way so that you are acceptable. I tied a scarf until my hair reached. Because the AIC is dominant in my community. And they believe, they believe, you know. So I had to somehow try to be clever in a way that I'm acceptable when I reach this point and this point. These are the realistic things that we must do. But for goodness sake, the organizations who are here supporting women, follow those women and see the challenges. If you find that they have some challenges, I think there are enough resources out here to go and talk to those people, even appear in some of their forums. Then people will say, So she knows Betty Ted. Oh, I saw. The other day she was with Jebii Kilimo over here. So they start putting value on that particular candidate so that they are not just coming along like this. Then that time, she walks to my office. Yeah. And she just says, how does somebody become MP like you? I told her, okay, I don't have the time over here right now, but let's get into my car. How generous are we with our time? Yeah. So let us also be sincere in our mentorship skills without looking at the political parties. Oh, I've been told time is over. All right, time is over already. Well, maybe I just want to conclude and hope that we can be invited to the areas that you're in. Let us look at the political parties. I hope my class over here will at least hold a meeting, another forum like this where we are talking with the political parties, the registrar of political parties, so that they stand true to what they stand for. Now, also it's good to listen to our women who are vying, to gauge the content of their messages, their messaging. Are you vying, trying to challenge the male folk and say, nataka hii kiti ya mwanaume because I want? No, just take your position as a woman. I think there's enough for us to win a seat when we enter through what women can achieve. We are nurtured by nature. You know, remember that training of Maendeleo ya Wanawake where we multitask. It's about just saying, I just want to do what men have been doing in representation the way women will do. A man might be able to drive a tractor to till a land, but I don't know how to drive a tractor, but I can take a jembe, and I can get all these men to help me. Let us take and exploit what women do best to ask for this representation seats that we are seeking for. Don't try to be like a man. Don't try to challenge their space. You are not challenging their space. Tell them, run your lane, but give me a chance to run my lane. And what happens when you run your lane? No woman ever comes home empty. I used to tell them, have you seen a mother coming home empty-handed? No. When the last born is running, mama, what is she taking for that? Let us exploit those things. So I wish you all the best as you try to move forward. Look at where there is a space for you to enter into that, as we try on our side as the policy makers to engage the political parties. Now, without much ado, I am second born in the ministry. The last born is Kaselachi, and we have our first born, Kas. Jebii, we call her super Kas. So hands for our super Kas today.